Hey everyone, ready to dive into some serious vacation inspiration for 2024.
I am. Who doesn't love a good dose of wanderlust, especially when it comes to planning those unforgettable family trips?
You read my mind. And we're not just talking about any old vacation. We're talking about those trips that create memories for a lifetime.
The kind of adventures that toddlers, teenagers, and even grandparents can look back on and say,
Remember that time we?
exactly. And you know us, we're not just going to hand you a generic list and call it a day. We're going deep on this one.
We've got an article here from JSIF.com titled Best Family Vacation Spots 2024, Top 15 Family-Friendly Destinations.
Sounds promising.
It really does, and it doesn't disappoint. It's packed with insider tips to elevate your next family adventure.
What stood out to me about this article was its focus on what families are looking for right now. It's not just about ticking off landmarks or posing for those obligatory vacation photos.
No, it's about experiences that resonate with every generation, finding that sweet spot between adventure and relaxation.
And maybe even a little bit of education sprinkled in there.
Exactly. Because let's be honest, family vacations aren't always smooth sailing.
Oh, tell me about it.
But when you find that perfect balance, those moments of shared joy and discovery, that's where the magic really happens.
And that's what this article seems to capture so well, the essence of what makes a family vacation truly special.
Right. It's not your grandma's family vacation anymore, unless your grandma was super adventurous. This article highlights destinations that cater to that desire for something more, something unique, something, dare I say, epic.
Precisely. And the timing is key here. Many destinations have spent the last year or so revamping their offerings.
Oh, really? Like what?
New attractions, enhanced family-focused experiences, you name it. They're pulling out all the stops to make 2024 the year for family travel.
So 2024 is shaping up to be an ideal time to plan that unforgettable trip.
Absolutely. The stars are aligning for some serious family fun.
Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. Before we get lost in the wanderlust, let's do a quick flyover of the top 3 contenders from the article, just to get those travel wheels turning.
Okay.
First up, the classic, the iconic, Orlando, Florida.
Ah, Theme Park Central. And while that might seem like familiar territory, what's intriguing is how Orlando continues to reinvent itself.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Tell me more.
Well, for instance, Disney World is opening a brand new Frozen-themed land.
I can already hear Let It Go playing on repeat in my head.
I know, right? But hey, a little Disney magic never hurt anyone.
All right, next on the list, we're trading roller coasters for geysers and breathtaking landscapes because we're heading to Yellowstone National Park.
Yellowstone represents that growing desire for immersion in nature. It's about disconnecting from the digital world and reconnecting with the raw beauty of our planet.
Yes. Plus, I heard they've got new trails and educational programs designed specifically for families.
They do. So you can explore the great outdoors while learning something new.
Okay, I'm already feeling more zen just thinking about it. All right, and last but not least, get ready to say konnichiwa to Tokyo, Japan.
Now, that's a destination that truly offers something for everyone.
This city is a fascinating blend of ancient traditions and futuristic technology, all wrapped up in a vibrant, energetic package.
And with the 2024 Olympics just around the corner, Tokyo is going to be buzzing with even more excitement.
Imagine one family member geeking out over anime and manga, while another explores centuries-old temples.
And everyone comes together for an incredible culinary adventure.
Okay, taste buds officially tantalized. Now, those were just a few snapshots to pique your interest.
Just a taste of what's to come.
Let's delve deeper into some of the hidden gems this article highlights.
I'm ready.
Starting with a city that's often associated with romance. But trust me, it's got a whole lot to offer families, too. Paris.
Paris is a fantastic example of a destination that often gets pigeonholed.
It's the city of love, yes.
But it's also a city brimming with history, art, and culture, all of which can be incredibly engaging for kids.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the article mentions that Paris has been making a concerted effort to become even more family-friendly. They're introducing new tours designed specifically for kids with interactive elements and engaging storytelling.
That makes sense. They want to capture that younger audience and keep them entertained.
Plus, let's be real, what kid wouldn't be awestruck by the Eiffel Tower?
It's iconic.
So true. But for a European adventure with a slightly more off-the-beaten-path feel, how about Lisbon, Portugal?
Lisbon is a city that often gets overlooked, which is a shame because it offers such a charming and authentic European experience.
The article paints such a vivid picture of riding vintage trams through cobblestone streets, the scent of freshly baked pastéis de nata filling the air.
Those custard tarts are a Lisbon institution. And they're just a small taste of the incredible culinary scene that awaits in Portugal.
And beyond the food, Lisbon boasts one of the largest aquariums in the world, the Oceanário de Lisboa. Imagine your kids' faces when they come face to fin with sharks, sea turtles, and all sorts of amazing marine life.
Now that's what I call an unforgettable experience.
Right. And what's particularly appealing about Lisbon is that it offers that European charm and sophistication without the overwhelming crowds you might find in some of the more touristy cities,
It's like stumbling upon a hidden gem.
without the whole having to search for it part. Okay, speaking of hidden gems, the article also shines a spotlight on a destination that offers a truly unique blend of adventure and natural beauty. Cape Town, South Africa.
Cape Town is a destination that ticks a lot of boxes for families.
It's like stepping into a wildlife documentary, but with better snacks.
You've got it. It's a place where you can go on safari, spot penguins on the beach. Penguins on the beach, can you imagine? And explore the iconic Table Mountain all in one trip.
And the article mentions that many safari reserves near Cape Town are malaria-free, which is a huge relief for families with young children.
Safety is paramount, especially when traveling with kids. But let's swing back across the globe for a moment to a destination that practically invented the concept of a family vacation, Orlando, Florida.
We can't escape the allure of Orlando, can we? It's like the mothership of theme parks is calling us back.
And for good reason. This time, the article highlights Universal Orlando Resort, which has become a haven for pop culture enthusiasts.
Okay, you had me at pop culture. What are we talking about here?
We're talking Harry Potter, Minions, Jurassic Park. It's a world of immersive experiences.
Okay, you had me at Harry Potter. But for those who prefer mountains to magic castles, the article suggests another American classic, the Great Smoky Mountains National Park.
Ah, a true escape into nature. Hiking, camping, stunning vistas, the scent of pine needles in the air. It's the perfect antidote to our fast-paced digital lives.
And those opportunities to connect with nature are so important, especially for families. It's a chance to teach kids about the environment, to instill in them a sense of wonder and appreciation for the natural world.
And maybe even unplug for a little while.
Plus, who knows, you might even spot a black bear.
From a safe distance, of course.
Yeah, of course. But, one thing that stood out to me in this article is how it delves into the why behind these destinations. It's not just about going somewhere, it's about creating lasting memories.
Absolutely. It's about those shared experiences, those moments of laughter and connection that you'll carry with you long after the trip is over.
Which leads us perfectly to Tokyo Disneyland.
You're really on a theme park kick today, aren't you?
What can I say? I'm a sucker for a good roller coaster and a healthy dose of childhood nostalgia. But seriously, Tokyo Disneyland is more than just a theme park. It's a cultural experience.
It really is.
It blends classic Disney magic with unique Japanese touches, creating a truly special and unforgettable experience.
It's a fascinating juxtaposition of East meets West.
Right. You could spend the morning exploring ancient temples, the afternoon indulging in delicious street food, and then end the day with its spectacular Mickey Mouse fireworks display over Cinderella's castle.
Talk about a magical ending to a perfect day.
Okay, that's officially going on my family's bucket list, but hold on to your hats, folks, because we're about to journey to a land of fire and ice, a place where the northern lights dance across the sky and geothermal pools beckon you to unwind. Iceland.
Reykjavik, to be precise. This charming city serves as the perfect gateway to some of the most incredible natural wonders on Earth.
You read my mind. Glaciers, geysers, waterfalls. It's a nature lover's paradise. And did I mention the Blue Lagoon?
Ah, the Blue Lagoon. Imagine relaxing in those geothermal waters surrounded by lava fields with a chance to witness the northern lights painting the sky above.
It's the kind of experience that stays with you long after you've returned home.
Absolutely unforgettable.
Speaking of experiences that stay with you, how about a trip down under? We're talking about the vibrant, cosmopolitan city of Sydney, Australia.
Sydney often gets overshadowed by Australia's natural wonders, which, don't get me wrong, are absolutely breathtaking.
They are incredible.
But Sydney itself is a fantastic city for families.
It's got it all, doesn't it?
It really does. You've got the iconic Sydney Opera House, of course, but also stunning beaches, world-class zoos and aquariums, and a thriving food scene.
And for those who want to delve deeper into Australia's incredible wildlife, Sydney makes an excellent base for exploring the surrounding regions.
You can have a taste of city life and then venture out into the wild.
I'm holding out for a koala cuddle.
Who isn't? They're adorable. But in all seriousness, the article raises an interesting point about ethical wildlife tourism.
Oh, that's important.
It is. It specifically mentions elephant sanctuaries in Thailand as a responsible way to interact with these magnificent creatures.
Phuket, Thailand is a destination that often comes up in these conversations, and for good reason.
It really is a magical place.
It offers that perfect blend of relaxation and adventure.
You can lounge on pristine beaches, explore ancient temples, indulge in delicious Thai cuisine, and as you mentioned, have ethical encounters with elephants.
It's like a sensory overload in the best possible way. And speaking of sensory overload, get ready for a city that's bursting with life, color, and flavor. Barcelona, Spain.
Barcelona is a feast for the senses.
It's a city where you can wander through bustling markets, marvel at Gaudi's architectural masterpieces, and soak up the sun on Barceloneta Beach.
And let's not forget about the food, paella by the sea, anyone.
Yes, please. And for families interested in art and architecture, Barcelona is an absolute dream. The Sagrada Familia alone is worth the trip.
And don't forget Park Güell, Gaudi's whimsical public park. It's like stepping into a fairy tale.
All right, we've explored charming European cities, ventured into the heart of Africa, and even dipped our toes in the geothermal pools of Iceland. But we're not done yet. Get ready for a destination that's known for its over-the-top extravagance. Dubai.
Dubai is a city of superlatives. We're talking the tallest building in the world, the largest shopping mall, man-made islands shaped like palm trees. It's a testament to human ambition and architectural ingenuity.
It's like stepping into the future, but with better shopping. But Dubai is not all about glitz and glamour.
There's more to it than meets the eye.
You can also experience desert safaris, explore traditional souks, or even hit the slopes at an indoor ski resort.
An indoor ski resort in the desert, only in Dubai. But let's not forget about those destinations that offer a more laid-back vibe. We have to talk about Vancouver, Canada.
Vancouver is a city that effortlessly blends urban living with outdoor adventure.
It really does strike that perfect balance. You've got towering mountains, sparkling ocean views, and a city known for its friendly atmosphere and relaxed pace of life.
And for families who love to explore, Stanley Park is a must-visit.
I've heard great things.
It's a 1,000-acre urban oasis right in the heart of the city, with forests, beaches, and even a famous seawall that's perfect for biking or strolling.
Imagine biking along that seawall, the city skyline on one side and the Pacific Ocean stretching out before you.
See? This is what I'm talking about. But we've covered a lot of ground here, from bustling cities to tranquil nature escapes. It's a lot to take in.
It is, but don't worry, we're here to help you navigate the wonderful world of family travel. And believe me, we're just getting started. It's a lot to take in, but that's part of the fun of planning a family vacation, isn't it? It's like embarking on an adventure before you even leave home.
I totally agree. There's something so exciting about researching destinations, poring over maps, and picturing yourself in those incredible places.
Absolutely. But I agree, it's time to transition from inspiration to practicalities. Because as exhilarating as it is to dream about these destinations, we also want to ensure your next family trip is as smooth as possible.
You're speaking my language. I'm all for embracing spontaneity, but a little planning goes a long way, especially when traveling with kids. So where do we even begin?
Well, this article provides some excellent advice. It emphasizes that it's not just about picking the best location, it's about understanding your family's travel style and choosing a destination that complements that.
So it's less about ticking off a checklist and more about crafting an experience that resonates with everyone.
Exactly. For some families, that might mean action-packed adventures, while for others, it might involve leisurely explorations and cultural immersion.
And sometimes it's about finding that sweet spot between the two. Speaking of which, I'm curious, what does family-friendly even mean to you when planning a vacation? It's such a broad term.
You've hit the nail on the head. It's subjective. For some, it might be a resort with kids' clubs and endless activities. For others, it might be a cozy cabin nestled in nature, perfect for disconnecting and bonding as a family.
So step one is identifying your family's travel personality.
Exactly.
Do you crave bustling markets or serene beaches? Are you chasing adrenaline rushes or seeking tranquility?
Once you understand what kind of experience you're looking for, you can narrow down your options and choose a destination that aligns with your family's unique dynamics.
That makes a lot of sense. So let's say you've nailed down the perfect destination. What comes next?
Next comes the nitty-gritty. But don't worry, it doesn't have to be overwhelming. The article stresses the importance of choosing the right accommodations.
Right, because nothing spells disaster like being crammed into a cramped hotel room with cranky kids and overpacked suitcases.
Exactly. Consider your family's needs and preferences. Do you need separate bedrooms, a kitchen for preparing meals, access to laundry facilities?
These are all crucial considerations. Remember that time we stayed in that tiny Airbnb with no washing machine
Oh.
and ended up doing laundry in the bathtub?
Ah, memories. But speaking of unexpected mishaps, this brings us to another crucial tip from the article: travel insurance.
It's one of those things you never want to use, but boy, are you grateful when you have it.
Especially when traveling with children, you never know what might happen. A sudden illness, a lost passport, a flight cancellation. Travel insurance provides that safety net.
It gives you peace of mind so you can actually relax and enjoy the trip.
Exactly.
That's all. Travel insurance, check. What else should families keep in mind during the planning process?
The article emphasizes the importance of involving everyone in the planning process, even the kids.
I love that.
It not only gets them excited about the trip, but it also helps manage expectations.
Right. It's all about those shared experiences, even during the planning stages.
Exactly. Have them research activities, choose restaurants, or even learn a few basic phrases in the local language.
That reminds me of that hilarious time we convinced our daughter to order escargot in French.
See? A memory made. And speaking of creating memories, the article also highlights the importance of building in downtime.
Yes. It's tempting to cram as much as possible into your itinerary, but sometimes the most treasured moments happen during those unscheduled afternoons when you can just wander, explore, and soak up the atmosphere.
Exactly. Leave room for spontaneity.
Okay, so we've covered choosing a destination, finding the right accommodations, getting travel insurance, and embracing downtime. Anything else families should consider before we pack our bags? Metaphorically speaking, of course.
Well, remember how the article stressed the importance of choosing a destination that aligns with your family's travel style? It also suggests considering the ages and interests of your children when selecting activities.
That makes sense. A toddler might not appreciate a 5-hour museum tour, and a teenager might not be thrilled about spending the day at a petting zoo.
Precisely. The key is to find a balance, to choose activities that appeal to a range of ages and interests. And don't be afraid to split up for a few hours. You can always reconvene later to share stories over dinner.
That's a great point. Not every activity has to be a family affair. Sometimes, a little independent exploration can lead to unexpected discoveries and make for even richer shared experiences later on. But speaking of exploring, this article has ignited some serious wanderlust in me. Let's dive back into those dream destinations. Okay, before we get swept away on a wave of wanderlust, let's address the elephant in the room. Or should I say, the piggy bank in the corner. We've talked dream destinations and meticulous planning, but family vacations don't exactly pay for themselves.
You're telling me travel costs can add up so quickly, especially for a whole family.
Right. So how can we make our travel dollars stretch further without sacrificing those incredible experiences?
Well, first off, flexibility is key. Have you considered traveling during the off-season or shoulder season?
Like instead of the peak summer months when everyone and their kids are on vacation?
Exactly. You'll often find significantly lower prices on flights and accommodations, plus fewer crowds to navigate.
That's a win-win.
Absolutely, and don't underestimate the allure of free activities.
Oh, I love free.
Who doesn't? Many destinations offer a wealth of experiences that won't cost you a dime. Think exploring local parks and gardens, wandering through bustling markets, or stumbling upon a free outdoor concert.
Those unplanned moments often become the most treasured memories. I remember stumbling upon a hidden street market in Lisbon a few years ago. The energy was infectious, the food was incredible, and it didn't cost us a cent to soak up the atmosphere.
Exactly. Embrace those local experiences.
It's all about soaking up the local flavor. Yeah.
Precisely. And don't be afraid to tap into the wealth of information available online. Travel blogs and websites are treasure troves of tips for finding free or low-cost activities and destinations worldwide.
Okay, so we're talking flexible travel dates, free activities, and tapping into those insider travel blogs. What other budgeting magic can we conjure up?
Have you considered alternative accommodations? Instead of a traditional hotel, explore options like vacation rentals or home exchanges.
Oh, like Airbnb or VRBO.
Exactly. They can often be more budget-friendly, especially for families. Plus, having a kitchen allows you to prepare some meals, saving money on dining out for every meal.
And there's something so comforting about having a home base, even if it's just for a week or two.
It adds a different dimension to the travel experience.
It really does. Okay, what about food? We can't forget about food.
Speaking of experiencing local culture, embrace the world of local cuisine.
Yes.
Skip those pricey tourist traps and seek out family-run restaurants, bustling markets, street food
Street
stalls.
food is the best.
It really is. Not only will you save money, but you'll also savor authentic flavors and immerse yourselves in the local culture.
My taste buds are already doing a happy dance. Okay, we're talking off-season travel, free activities, local cuisine, and alternative accommodations. Any other budget-stretching tips up your sleeve?
Have you considered a travel rewards credit card? Using it strategically for everyday purchases can earn you points or miles redeemable for flights, hotels, or other travel expenses.
It's like getting rewarded for planning your next adventure.
Exactly. Every little bit helps, right?
It really does. Okay, we've covered a lot of ground today, from those heart-stoppingly beautiful destinations to practical planning tips and budget-friendly strategies.
We really have.
But before we wrap up, let's circle back to the heart of it all, family.
I was just thinking that at the end of the day, it's not just about the destination. It's about creating those lasting memories with the people you love most.
It's so easy to get caught up in the where of travel, but the why is what truly resonates. It's about strengthening those bonds, sharing new experiences, and creating stories you'll reminisce about for years to come.
And sometimes the most magical moments happen when you least expect them. So embrace spontaneity, allow room for detours, and remember to savor every moment, the planned and the unexpected.
You know, this whole conversation has been incredibly inspiring. It's reminded me that the most important thing is to be present, to soak up the experience, and to create those shared memories that will last a lifetime.
Beautifully said. So whether you're dreaming of far-flung adventures or planning a closer-to-home escape, make those precious family moments a priority.
Absolutely. And remember, the most valuable souvenirs are the memories you make together. Until next time, happy travels, everyone. Hey, everyone. Ready to dive into some serious vacation inspiration for 2024?
I am. Who doesn't love a good dose of wanderlust, especially when it comes to planning those unforgettable family trips?
You read my mind. And we're not just talking